or try to wrap up some of the highlights of today's show. I think, we started talking about what's really happening, and what we see happening is email, SharePoint, some apps rationalization going on, things that are the obvious first choices to move to the cloud, a little bit more benign than some of the mission critical stuff that's going to require a lot more governance and culture discussions. Benefits, in addition to the obvious, being cost. We heard about better discovery of what's available, what's there. We talked about operations, security, and efficiencies, agility, speed, faster deployment, faster to the market with applications. And collaboration's one that came up for the first time I thought was excellent. I think it does force collaboration. By its very nature, it requires collaboration. We did say there's challenges out there yet, interoperability and CNA certifying and accrediting systems fast enough to be agile. Organization change came up today, which was an excellent point. It's going to be challenging to some of the staff and individuals. All of a sudden you have to do things different. And we know, I think it was Robert Kennedy said, 1/5 of everybody's against everything all the time, no matter what it is. So the change in the air is going to be a challenge. We talked about procurement challenges. I think that one is real too. I think, moving to service level arrangements and new models and how to procure this is going to require new models and more creative and innovative approaches right across the board. Governance came up, and good governance model, I think, is probably going to be a key to having in place and settling on the decision-making process. And cost transparencies, because I guess when you're in a shared environment, not everybody's going to agree, okay, sure, that's my share of the cost. It's a little bit more complex than that, to getting everybody to agree on what their share of the cost would be. Having built the Treasury Consolidated Data Network once in my career, and having back then the 16 Treasury bureaus figuring out the cost model for how they pay was always interesting. I see the future too taking off from what you're doing. I mean, if you really want to go out there, you could see a future someday where DISA is supporting the IT services in the DoD world, maybe somebody like a GSA or a general, and more stuff moving that way to where you will have less and less individual agencies needing to run big, large IT systems, and more of it moving to these shared models. I think that's clearly the direction. I think it's the culture issue and those challenges we talked about that'll be the real key as to how fast that happens.